among Moses' people is a tribe, is a party who guides the truth. And we divided them into 12 tribes as nations. And when they became thirsty, they told Moses to strike a rock and up came 12 springs. And then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the 12 imams is the real answer. And I know I put a lot on that, but I wanted to hear your take on it.
You're going to be fine with it. I'm not here to teach religion.
Yes, sir.
And that will take me into a religious thought.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to establish unity, leaving you where you are, but Lord,
Yes, sir.
so I'm refraining from that.
Anyone else? We're here to talk about solutions to our problem. You know, we can disagree about a lot of things. One thing I think we can agree upon is that we've all been here 400 years. How do you say we got here? We've been here being afflicted for 400 years. We have to find a solution to our problem. We're here to discuss taking responsibility of ourselves. We need to dialogue about it. So if you would please present your question. Yes, sir.
Maurice Purdy with the NCE Foundation. It's amazing how much you resemble Garvey Muhammad. You really resemble Garvey Muhammad. Brother Herbert. Are you familiar with that? Herbert? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm nervous.
Are they good things?
That's what we want.
Look like it.
My name is Robert Longstone, and Eric, Chemo Lead Box. I just would like to present to you what would be your best tactic on dealing with the youth and any kind of communications, mentoring, or showing them the way, such as if you have some property, they help build on the property, they can live on the property, and support it while they're working there and working another job.
I would, I could already.
Nicholas, welcome to it.
I would advise, be respectful. Whatever you are doing, obey those in authority over you. Just obey them. You are marked, we are marked by the color of our skin. We're already a target. And the way to make it through this world, hell, is to just give the man some respect. Recognize him as your boss. You're in hell.
There's a boss.
He's the boss over hell. And he will be the boss over hell until we take him out. So respect him. If he stops you, yes sir, officer, sir, what gives? Be polite to him.
I try to be the walker.
Box that, man. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Charlene. My brother was David Barksdale. This is Sister Billy. We are have a foundation called the House of David Foundation, and with our foundation, we have done, I would probably say, minimum amount of things, but no matter how small the things may be, if we have tried to do something to take away from the, what's going on with the gangs today, to show that that is not the intent of the gangs in the past. And David, if he was living now, he would be saying to himself, what is all this about killing, man, killings, and things that's going on now? So we have taken negative things that have occurred and tried to turn it into positive. We've got small organizations, with small mini grants to help them, you know, maybe do something to better the community. And that's our goal.
Can you give us a history on David, please?
Well, I'm like number 12 or 14 children. David was number 7. I'm like up under him as far as the age is concerned. My sister Billy is a better historian, as the sister knows from last week. David was considered a gangbanger. I look at that as a negative concept. He was a leader. He was a person that had a vision. Some of his things that he did were never, you know, gained. He never was able to do those things because of his short lifespan. So we have come along as a family. We're not at the point where we would like to be, where we feel like, you know, something needs to be done to try to, you know, do a good memory of his name.
What was the name of his organization?
The Black Disciples. First was like BG. The first was Billy Black Disciples, then they changed it. BG, well,
That organization.
but it started off with Black Disciples. And it came from the Bible. 12 disciples started during the time of Emmanuel in 1960. So it's a guy that called Emmanuel. And he the one for babies to run, Sister Bird and Stewart, the guys that chased him. It was capable. He was like 12, 13. So Emmanuel said, told him, what do you do here? Well, stop around, you know. He wanted to fight this guy. So what happened is, he organized 12 young guys. He said, look at these little disciples. Why don't you call yourself a disciple? A rich became a disciple in England. So that's how it started. So they started fighting. So when it happened, he started boxing. So when he, Champ was the toughest down, Sister Portland Stewart. So when he knocked Champ down, everybody said, ooh, 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 ooh. He's a good boxer, you know. So therefore, that's how he got the reputation. You know, so from then on, that's how it started.
That organization is now all around the country.
Yeah. Where they got different names.
Excuse me, Minister.
Hey, you know,
Not to butt in, I've been with the family since the 60s, from the Bulletin Parade, where my friend Raheem Jeff Ford first got shot on the 7 Hills by Maurice DeLoach. But my history doesn't have nothing to do with the future. That's why God put the eyes in the front of the head, not the back. But I want you to understand, when you talk about gangs, it's more tribal. They call it gangs so they don't have to investigate the murders. The tribalism of it is, there was a code of conduct. There's no code of conduct for these children. And until you put that code of conduct there, and put the people behind it there, like we hear. Now, if this was a Beyonce thing and you was giving away some Patron, we couldn't get in the door. But God's talking with knowledge and wisdom to move forward. That's why it's a few. But you got to remember in the book, it said a heap of called, but only a few gonna come. If Jesus did change the world with 12, why we keep looking for a whole lot of people to come?
Mr. Muhammad, I don't think I did the best at sharing who I am. I was a young brother when you first came to the Bay Area. I think it was about 1977. I was a young brother with Brother Yusuf Bey, and I was there in Daly City when you first came. And I walked into the room, and we were there to not only become acquainted with you, but to also make sure that things were secure. And when I came in, I looked around and I saw you sitting there. I said, this is a very humble brother. Very humble. You look determined, yet very humble and very cautious. And I said, wow. And when I looked around, I said, he's by himself. I said, where is the army? I said, unless he's got a contingency of brothers in the bedroom, I think brother's by himself. And I really admired you standing up by yourself at that time. knowing the climate that existed in the Bay Area just years prior to your coming. And I remember you coming to your Black Muslim bakery in 1979 with Brother Minister Farrakhan, and the meeting didn't go so well as you remember. And I remember Brother Khalid stood up and said that his men were prepared for anything that might would happen, but we had a contingency for that. I don't know if you ever discussed that with Brother Dave, but we were well secured. And I'm the brother that after the meeting was over with, we went up to dinner, and I cried because of the lack of unity. And I'm also that young brother you visited one year. I was about 16 years old, and the minister, I was sitting there on security. You all started going so long into the night, I started dozing off. But when the meeting was over with between the two, he asked me to take you to the hotel. And I had, at that time, a 1974 Vega. And I was prepared to, I was proud of my little car. And I was about 16 years old, and the minister threw me the keys, Brother Bay, and said, take brother to the airport. And at that time, he had a 1974 Fleetwood Brougham, and it was in mint condition. So I wanted to take you on the scenic route to get you to the hotel, but I knew that I had to walk my post in a perfect manner, keeping always on the alert. So I took you straight to the hotel and came on back. But just to note that a lot of brothers that I see today, they weren't there then. You were there alone, by yourself. And you had the courage to stand up. And just to note that there were fighting in the Bay Area. And they were dying, but yet we still came. And so I wanted to let you know that I was there in the whole post. And it was over 40 years ago. Was it about 40 years ago? About 40 years right at 40. And you've been on your post. And I think about 40. Yes. Brother Sapan, Minister Sapan Ali. Sapan, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Yes, sir.
Islam.
Islam.
First of all, I'd like to give honor to Almighty Allah, the Sovereign of the universe, all of Lord, true peace, freedom, and justice. Honors to our Prophet, prophet to our ladies. Honors to each one of you. And honors to you, sir. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Gabriel Day. I'm the Chief of Staff of the Motor Science Temple of America. You had mentioned that you came here to discuss the nation. I would like to briefly recite a covenant that should touch our heart. And I'm just going to repeat it. It says, ye are the children of one father, provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother has given ye suck. Let the bonds of affection therefore unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you, to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. As we failed as a people, we shall stand where we failed. And until we discuss that issue, and knowing who we are, respecting the womb in which we come from, we are just dealing with issues that has not the footing that a foundation can be built upon to build our house again. And so I would like us to, if we can, really talk about the covenant that we have forsaken, the unity that we need, but it has to be done in a covenant and based on our nativity our nationality. They say you're 3/5 human. We ask one question: what were the 2/5 that we're missing? That would make us happy. It seems a simple question. And that is this: our nationality and divine freedom. And with that, I would just like to leave it at that.
First of all, I rise and stand at the perfect praise to Almighty God, Allah, who is the ultimate creator, governor of the world, Almighty, eternal, and incomprehensible. We give an honor to Allah's prophet, who is my prophet, those of you already found our Moorish kingdom here in North America. We give a noble honor to Brother Silis Muhammed. Islam?
Islam.
I am Brother King Muhammed, the Abraham, the Supreme Grand Chief of the Moorish Science Temple of America, not only here, throughout the country. After listening, I really like the Western because I know you already fixed on that. Islam. Sometimes I wonder, why do we discuss programs and not nationhood? I think it's something going on with us that internally decapitate us from demonstrating exactly what we need. I think we have too many, and I mean no disrespect, grant hustlers. We have too many passive individuals that wants to create a world that don't exist. Our forefathers were the torchbearers of civilization. That is not a commercial. That is not something we're making up. But we have to return back to that state of mind. Nationality is the order of the day. Our pedigree, our descent nation line, our birthright, that sets us on the constitutional fold of a government. We are not moving anywhere thinking that we're going anywhere and we're not a nation. We must define ourselves as a people. We must have our ancestors step up and speak up for us, and that must be out of us. So I just wanted to put that out there because I think that, no disrespect to a lot of our brothers that are like-minded and have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that they procrastinate the baby's life. We are a nation. We're not a club. We're not some religion's gonna save us. We'd have been saved a long time ago because of the church, march, temple on every street corner. That is not our problem. Ye are the children of one Father. And we got to come back to that and get away from thinking that if I talk to someone of the Nation of Islam who belongs to the spirit of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, of Master Father Muhammad, in the person of Allah, we need to understand what logistics and etymology is. You need to hear people when they talk. In the person of Allah, that Allah is in every one of us. We have to activate it. So with that, we say it's a noble opportunity for me to address you in this august crowd. Peace.
You are hitting the nail right on the head.
Well, I praise Allah. I keep a hammer.
And your name again as well?
My name is Kenyu Umar Bey. Kenyu, which means warrior, sacrifice, and conqueror. Umar, I think, was the third caliph of Islam, or the second caliph of Islam. Bey is the governor, and I have to first start with myself. You know what I'm saying? It just touched me to have opportunities because I did 20 years in the Illinois Department of Correction for a murder that wasn't mine. Never saw the person, never talked to the person, never disrespected the person. But out of the worst, the wise found means good. I was able to collect me together and come out here with this good news and be about nationhood. These are the type of people that we need to be sitting with. Talking about police killing us, well, I know we say we black, and I know we hold on it as being the spectrum of original man, but that's only the DNA of Allah's creation. But all of us have a name. When a rose grows out the ground, it's a seed, but it comes up as a rose. We have a pedigree.
our forefathers have a descent name. We have to go back to that name in order to get what's ours. So somebody is sitting in our chair now. And I like what you said about being humble, because this is yours already. When you hate this country, you're hating something that belongs to you. He's from Europe. He's a squatter. We gave him a 50-year mandate. That's because his own people put him out. He has nowhere to go. He's not going to England, France, Britain. He's not going to any European country and taking over. So he's stuck here. So we have to come up with something that say we want our stuff back, because you have not did nothing with it but do what the eagle did, snatch the arrows, the olive leaf, and run off with it. We need to activate that pyramid again. We really do. But it's going to take strong men, not men to activate images and theories. It's going to take brothers who giving up their life, because death is no enemy, and man is a friend, and the works of life is done. They just cut the cord. They're fighting here with the hook to earth. They're going to sell those smooth sea. We'll be back. We've been here before. This is not the first time we're here. So we're going to keep coming back till the empire's ours. Once again, but we got to get rid of the emperors. We got to get rid of the glitters. Because we got a lot of people with glitter. And they attract a lot of people.
Mr. Muhammad, I'm currently reaching out to knowing that we have to become a whole. Right now we're broken up as a fractionalized nation in many different pieces.
Yes, sir.
And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said we all have to become one, or we'll be nothing at all. So on this side of the equation, I'm reaching out to ministers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad around the country. And I'm trying to bring forth unity among them. And it's proven to be quite challenging. However, I know that that unity is important, as well as that unity joining on with members of the Nation of Islam under your leadership, as well as other parts of the community at large coming together. But in just dealing with the Muslims alone, is there anything that we can suggest that might would aid me in that effort at trying to bridge gaps, and even with Brother Minister Muhammad and myself, we have already began a relationship. And I told brother, I said, if we can't be nothing else, the Holy Quran said, has a surah entitled the Allies. So we've got to be allies, because we're fighting the same enemy. And if I run out of ammunition, I need to know you're going to be willing to share. So, is there anything you can offer in that?
Tomorrow, I think tomorrow, I plan the whole lecture. To answer some of
Just Brother Bay.
Brother Bay.
That's how we keep it. Yes, sir.
Brother Bay, touched upon one of the things that I will reiterate tomorrow during the lecture. Let me discuss with you me tomorrow.
Let me respond to something you said. I think one of the biggest problems that we have as Asiatics is that we must focus on our own works as an organization, but we're missing a large divine plan of the age. Allah didn't just put everything in world science, He didn't put everything in the Nation of Islam. So what I mean by that, we have to have courage enough to say to each other, I need you, you need me. Because in my toolbox, I don't have the tool you have in yours, but in your toolbox, blah, blah, we got to switch tools. We're not allies. We got to get out of there. We're brothers by law and friends by choice. Well, we get off with just allied demonstration. Yeah, we got the same enemy because he punched us all in the eye at the same time. We know what I'm saying? By the universal cosmic creation of Almighty God, our
Rock. I'm the president of the Marcus Garvey Institute. Tomorrow, at this great occasion where the Lost Foundation of Islam is giving awards to those men and women who have made distinct contributions to our community, it's going to be an honor for me to receive one in behalf of our organization. For 40 years, we've been teaching about the life and the works of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, and we're so happy that now, finally, we're going to get recognition, not just on a local level, but on an international level from the Lost Foundation of Islam. I thank all of those who have played a part in making this happen. I thank those who placed my name in nomination for an award. And I thank also the Honorable Silis Muhammed for keeping up the work started by Master Farad Muhammad and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, so that we might know, future generations would know from whence our help came, so that we can get back to that source that came from the divine itself. And so again, receiving this award will certainly be an honor, and I look forward to joining with those men and women who also will receive one from this great organization that should live forever, the Lost Foundation of Islam. Thank you.
Garvey, Supreme Grand Sheikh of the Morning Science Temple of America. My purpose of being here today is nationhood. I think that it's imperative that we come together and learn who we are and who our forefathers were and take our rightful place in the affairs of men as a nation. In order for us to do that, we got to have well-polished men and women who speak with clarity and authority and be about the work. If we're not going to do the work, we're simply tickling our ears and passing the theory about who you say we are. It is time to build, irrespective of who you say you are and where you say you come from. We need to be together. So I don't really have a long speech. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, nationhood, it's nation time, and with that we say peace.
We're going to start off with Brother Raheem, Grand Chief of the Moore Science Temple of America's President. Next we have Jamal Green, artist, activist, President. Also, it's gonna be somebody. Okay. From WBGX 1570 AM, Big Gospel Express, Dr. Cross.
Thank you for being here. God bless you to be here. And when they talk about the traffic, they don't warn us in our community where the traffic is stopped for all blocks. And if Obama comes to town, the whole city shut down. So it's just not just a small, minute traffic thing. It's a big traffic thing because we don't know our community. Every block we turn down, there's a blockage. So if people don't know, I started out at 3:30. I left the radio station early. And I just got here at 5:15. So you know what we're dealing with. And thank God that we make it here. For the special people that's already here, I thank God for being with you. Bless you.
CEO of Generic Chicago, one Chicago movement, is he present? Next, we have Subhan Ali, Minister of Muhammed Smart.
In the name of Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, the one God to whom all praises forever due, the Lord of the worlds. And we forever thank Almighty God Allah for his coming and his raising up one from among you and I, a divine leader, a divine teacher, and a divine guide in the personage of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I would like to greet my brothers and sisters with the greeting words of peace, as we said in the Arabic language, of Assalamu alaikum. I would like to thank Mr. Muhammad and Brother Minister Tahama and his staff for such a wonderful work that they're doing. And I thank Allah for allowing me to be in such a position to receive such a prestigious award. I am deeply honored and touched that my brother would think enough of me and the work that I'm attempting to do and to present me with such an award. You know, being a minister is a thankless job. So whenever one stops to acknowledge the work that you're doing is always an honor. So I thank you. May Allah bless each and every one of us. Assalamu alaikum.
President of the United NIAPs. Next we have with us Fred Hampton Jr., Chairman of the Black Panther Party. Mr. President. Next we have with us Professor Abu, Professor of the City of Chicago College. Next we have with us Kofi Rubala, Black Lives Matter Movement, Chicago. As you are present, Charlene Williams, Bill Billy House. Philip Jackson, Director of the Black Star Project. We have with us Mr. Rico. Do we have with us Prince Isaiah Ishmael, an original African? Would you like to- Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. I accept the support we have Prince Asiel. Prince Asiel is in Israel right now, enjoying himself, which I was there with him. But just like to say that we also accepted the support on behalf of all of our people. Because we keep asking about the answers to our problems. And we've already had the answers to our problems in us. And it united us. And so I thank Brother Muhammed and Brother Minister Tahana for having the foresight to bring us all together. Because the awards presentation is really the reality and the rallying point for us to take care of us once and for all. So I thank you, and we are absolutely honored and enamored to be here today. And we appreciate the vision and the wisdom and the power of all of our brothers and sisters. We've always been a nation. We've always been a sovereign, no matter what anybody you see. Now we just have to catch up. Thank you. Right, next we have Pastor T.O. Barry Jr., licensed in the Church of God in Christ. Next, we have Patrick Barnett, Leos. Next week, WL, owner and CEO of Star Planet Television. Mr. Robert Allen, Chairman of the Black Man United. Diane Beach, the Valley Insurance.
How you doing? It's such an honor to be here today, as I'm just a lady with a crate full of records and a microphone. I take the Dynamite Big Show into communities across the country. Starting in Gary, Indiana, where our home base is, we could rarely get a case of water or some popsicles for the kids. But now we can donate to charities, we can buy wheelchairs for seniors, we can come out and make a difference. All while I'm taking you from the 8-track to the latest app. I thank you again for having us. Well, it's me again with my microphone. Marshall Thompson is a mentor to the Dinah Lynn Big Show, 30 plus years in music. Through his Shy Lights from Chicago, they have over 54 years collectively in music. Marshall couldn't be here today. He has some health challenges, and he asked me to accept this award from him, and he told me that I owed him since he was my mentor. So hats off to Marshall, the last man standing of the Shy Lights.
Next, we look at this page from that Shanti Gordon. All right, next we look at Mr. Garvey, Muhammed, Chairman of the Elite 50.
Assalamu alaikum. Name of Allah came the person master of Prophet Muhammad. Then his last messenger, Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I am reminded that I missed today the Honorable Brother Mr. Louis Farrakhan and the stars that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad plays, such as the Honorable Silis Muhammad. I greet you again in the universal greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. I want to first make a correction on this award. We want to is a score for the Barney Muhammad as the chairman of Elite 50 Plus. I'm not the chairman of Elite 50 Plus. I'd like Brother Student Lieutenant Khalil Muhammad, who is Minister Farrakhan's lieutenant, to come on up here. He is the lieutenant that Minister Farrakhan established for the Elite 50 Plus of the Nation of Islam. I just wanted to make sure we understand that Brother Farrakhan, the Elite 50 is the 50, those male members in the Nation of Islam, 50 or over. Brother Minister Farrakhan, in the early 90s, established that as his squad. And he placed this brother, Brother Lieutenant Khalil Muhammad, as his squad leader. Brother is now 88 years old. He has been in the nation since 1965. A lieutenant in Philadelphia, for those who know what's going on in Philadelphia, and a lover of the unity of our people. So I want to make sure he came here and to say a few words to you, as well as Lieutenant Khalil Muhammad.
Thank you all for having us here this evening. I want to say on behalf of the Most Honorable Life, the Most Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I thank you all for being here tonight, and I pray Allah that we will continue this mission of bringing everyone together the way I see it tonight, okay? So thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Next, we have with us Mr. Harold Bassett, CEO of People Educated Inspiring People.
Institute. It is an honor to be here to receive this prestigious award in behalf of the members of the Marcus Garvey Institute, as well as the members of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League, founded by the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. For 40 years, we have been teaching about the life and works of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And it's such an honor to be recognized by the Honorable Silis Muhammed, who we view as a head of state. Give him a hand. So we want to, again, say thanks to the Lost Found Nation of Islam for selecting us to receive this honor. We will cherish it very much.
How's everybody doing? All right, sorry for the tardiness, a little traffic out there. My name is J. Maul Green. We've been working very hard in the city of Chicago over the last year to hold politicians accountable, bring the community together so that we can start seeing progress in our neighborhoods, start changing the reality and conditions of the urban communities in the city. We have a lot of work to do. The only way we can do it is together. And so we got to bring our brothers and sisters together and say, hey, we all got to contribute, whether it's on your block, in your community, everybody has to do something so that we can have progress in our communities going forward. We cannot continue to sit down and allow them to control us any longer. Allow them to control our resources, control our water, control where we get our food from. We have to come together as a community and hold them accountable to do what we put them in office to do, as well as hold each other accountable to change the conditions of our community. So I thank you guys for honoring me, and I'm happy to be here. Love everyone here, and hope to see you guys on the battlefield.
Yes, sir. There is an honoree here, awardee here, whose name has been called, but his title has been called. And I don't want this to be an oversight. Brother, I work with many people in the community, work with the National Grand Chief of the Moorish Sciences of America. Canu Day is here. Can we honor him? See if we can find that award that is definitely up there. Would you stand, please?
Peace, brothers and sisters. Rise and stand and give praise be to Allah, who is the ultimate creator, governor of the world, almighty, eternal, incomprehensible. We give honor to my holy divine prophet, Moses Raleigh, the founder of our Moorish kingdom here in North America. It is a noble honor to receive the award from the noble brother, Silis Muhammed, and his team. May Allah continue to bless you. I did not come up here because my name is not Raheem. It's in your Umar leg.
In 2003, in this city, activists united with Minister Farrakhan on reparations. And I've had this newspaper ever since 2003.
Yes, sir.
Well, look at all of these activists. But where's your reparations? Because they didn't have a government. The Honorable Silis Muhammad got the key, and he is the man. All of the rest of the leaders, they could trot on out there. You can have 20 more Million Man marches.
Yes, sir.
But if you don't have a government, it's an exercise in futility. Come on home. Come on under the umbrella of the Afro-descendant government. Brothers and sisters, I enjoyed being with you. And I want to bring Salia Muhammad forward, and she's going to read the blueprint by the Honorable Silis Muhammad.
To President Barack Obama, President of the United States, U.S. Congress, General Martin E. Dempsey, Joint Chief of Staff, Pope of Rome, from Silis Muhammad, the blueprint, our plan for America and its Afro-descendants, dated January 15, 2014. The peoples and governments of the world are well aware of the duplicity of the United States government as it calls for human rights and democracy while continuing to this day systematic discrimination against and disenfranchisement of its Afro-descendant population, the inheritors of the legacy of plantation slavery, the so-called African Americans. While we recognize that moral leadership is the tone that the United States government wishes to convey to the world, it has failed to take the key moral action that will begin to repair the ongoing wrong that has existed since the very inception of this government. Does anyone recognize the significance of this key to peace? I am Silis Muhammad, Chief Executive Officer of the Lost Foundation of Islam. If we could summon the hatred our ancestors had for this Caucasian American government and bring that condition to bear on the shoulders of this generation of Afro-descendants, the resultant wrath would be like unto a blaze of fire, the size of which would engulf the United States. It would burn for 1,000 years. The evil done to the black man by the American government far surpasses the evil done by any other government, especially the governments of France, Germany, Great Britain, and Canada. We are determined to leave America. Not less than 144,000 of us Afro